What is up, my good people? I am Carson, and this is Not So Professional Outdoors. I am overjoyed to let you know that I am back in my home state of Alaska. We are currently on the Kenai Peninsula in search of sockeye salmon. So right now we're on a nice little walk to get back to a river, and we'll see how it goes. There's tons of bears around. Should be a good time. The key to finding the fish out here, the best fishermen around are the bears. So if you go where the bears are, there's gonna be fish. Here we are. So a couple things. This river has regulations on what kind of fly you can use. So we're using what's called a Russian river fly. Really the only difference this thing has is between the barb and the back of the hook is 3/8 of an inch. And the hard part with these fish, once they reach the river, they are no longer eating, really. Their spawning process starts. So we're doing a technique that's called flossing. So you're trying to get this line to flow through the water and into that fish's mouth. And then you can see, because the fish will usually react, and then you just kind of lift up and set the hook. So you want to have enough weight to get down there so that that line is flowing through the water. Now, you'll see videos of people when they're doing this, they're like ripping. If you're putting the line in a spot that it needs to go, you don't have to do that. You legitimately just have to not get caught in a tree. Oh, that one's in there good. Back to our regularly scheduled program. You'll see a lot of people that they'll like turn sideways and just crank it. That's not what you need to do. That's what you do in Seward, Alaska when you're snagging in the ocean. So this, yes, while it is a form of snagging, you cannot keep a fish unless it is hooked in the mouth. I now have a group of fish that's right here. I'm going to throw, and we're going to try and get it to where I can see my weight come down in front of these fish. And then when I get at that group of fish, I can just kind of give it the nice little lift, and then I have a fish on. I just pulled under it. See, this is where I'm in the right spot, but I'm just not getting the right depth. There we go. There it is. That's not a bad little fish. Oh. Alright, let's try and get her controlled. Where'd it go? There it is. I don't have a net, so we're just trying to swing them and get them beached. Alright. Now you just bonk them. Yeah. Okay. Give them a bonk. And then what you want to do is take your knife, and we're going to gill it. But that right there is a nice little Russian River sockeye salmon. We have 4 on our stringer, and there's a cool, I don't know if they do it in other places, I haven't really looked, but in the state of Alaska, they have their deals on limits of, they have the per day and the in hand limit. So I can have, right now it is 6 per day, but I can have 12 in my possession. So what I'm doing right now, we call a suicide run. So I left in the middle of the day. I got down here to the Kenai Peninsula. The whole goal is to catch your 6 before midnight. And then when the clock strikes midnight, I can catch my next limit. And we're pretty good at doing that because this is about as dark as it's going to get. I do get somewhat weary of filleting fish before I'm walking out because there are a lot of bears here. So like 3 of the last 4 times I've been here, I've had some run-ins with the furry types. Well, the furry bear types, not the furries. But you know, it's something to kind of keep your eyes on, because I have noticed most of the time when they show up, it's after I fillet them, or if you don't clean your space very well. Usually a bear is not too far behind to kind of, ooh, to clean up your mess, which I'm pretty sure that's a group of fish. There we go. Got them. Okay. Ooh, not quite as big as the last one. There we go. Try and get her swing on over here, and then we'll show you that. I have my drag set pretty good. There's a lot of stuff for them to get stuck on and into. Ugh. Okay, stay up, stay up. Nope, come back, come back, come back. There's a lot more snags and down trees than I remember. All right, so, oh, we're so close. Okay, this is what you're trying to do. So when you're getting these fish, I should probably just bonk it. This is our goal when we're catching these fish. So if you get your drift right, that's what ends up happening. So they don't bite, but if you know what you're doing and you're doing it legally in the right way, that's where the hooks end up. And when you're going places like this where the fish are, as I say, go where the bears are. They are the best fishermen in Alaska. So if there's signs of bears, you're gonna find fish. And I'd say especially with this spot, I've had plenty of run-ins. Some people use bear spray. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've never felt safe with it because I've seen too much of it not work. Or, I mean, it really doesn't do anything. So a lot of Alaskans call bear spray bear seasoning because you're just getting yourself ready and you're kind of pissing that bear off even more. So my protection variety is a Freedom pellet dispenser in the 10 mil variety. I like to feel safe and know that if it does hit the fan, I'm capable of protecting myself. I really wouldn't want to go face to face with a bear that's on a bad day with a can of spray. And it's not about the second something happens, I'm not pulling the trigger at the bear. It's, okay, can I give it a warning and we can be friends and share space? Or is it really going to come to, I have to keep myself and others safe? Because a lot of the summer, like, there are tons of people, and a lot of them look and they're like, ooh, look, a bear, and they just crowd it, and that bear freaks out, gets mad, pissed off, and ta-da. That's how all of our tourists end up on RIP Instagram posts. It's like the tourists that I see all the time, all the videos going to Yellowstone and getting ran over by a freaking buffalo. Like, dude, just leave them alone. Stay out of there. But if it does come to it, before you have to use some type of lethal action or any of that, make yourself big. Put your hands in the air, start screaming and yelling. The one you're going to hear everyone say is, "Hey, bear." I don't know why that's our default, but that's kind of the go-to. But yeah, bear safety. Travel in groups. Make sure you have, I would say, make sure every person in your group has some kind of deterrent. Keep the bears at bay. There's a lot of fish over there. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we are in their neck of the woods. This is their habitat. Be observant. It's, I would say it's easier to get it in their mouth when it's coming back down. There we go. So see how my rod is calm and it's not freaking out. So this fish is hooked in the mouth. And usually they're a lot more powerful and it's a lot easier because your line is just going to be stripping and it's going to be screaming. Okay. So now it made its run, it came back up, it's somewhat calm. If I can keep it from jumping, I keep my rod tip angled down to keep it in there. And then there's a little bit of a turnout right here that I can work it into. So like if I can get it turned and get it in here, you don't want to reef on it because you'll pull your hook out. And I'm really not setting the hook very hard to avoid getting caught in these trees. If you know you're keeping the fish, it's okay to play it until it's tired to make sure that you're not going to lose it. Which I know I'm keeping this fish. This is actually the last fish of our today limit. So now we can get them swung up. We want to try and get it up here. And you don't want to, I mean, my recommendation, you don't want to reel up past your main line. So where it connects to your leader line and all that, I would highly recommend not doing that. And then also, I'm using oh, there's a bear. There's a black bear. Oh, there's a black bear. I need to get this fish in. That's a bear. He's looking right up here too. Let's see if I can we turn it? Okay, bear's kind of walking away, but you can't, and I don't have a second hand, but behind those trees, there's a black bear uh, coming up. Sorry, terrible camera work. Okay, got him. And I even put bug spray on, and these bugs are eating me alive. But this is another Russian River sockeye, and we officially hit our daily limits. Oh, there's a grizzly down around the corner. Yeah, that black bear's right on that same walking path. That's honestly when most attacks happen, it's when you surprise the bear. Um, Black bears, you know, the whole if it's black fight back, if it's brown lay down, and if it's white, I mean just call it a day. All right, so we have enough time, and I've started to see enough bear signs and signals. And I mean, I've seen 2 black bear just right down around here, and I might have seen a grizzly, but I didn't get my eyes on it quick enough. But we have a full stringer. Yeah, I think we'll cross, and then we'll get to filleting. So I will see you in a minute. All right. So welcome to midnight in my beautiful, beautiful home state of Alaska. So I guess this is a little bit after midnight. I've caught both my limits. I have filleted them both. There are some really nice rainbows here. I've pulled a 26-inch rainbow out of here. So while I still have it like this, because it will get a little bit darker, but I mean, while I have it like this, I'm going to throw either a bead or a little flesh fly on, and we're going to drift it through all of these spawning reds, and we should be able to pull out some rainbows. So we're going to do that for a little bit, and then we're going to work our way back to the truck. But I mean, just check it out. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't. It can't. I mean, it can, but we'll see what kind of rainbows we get. There we go. Nice. Now, it's not a 26-incher, but I mean, you can tell that these things are just fat. Rainbow. If it'll chill out. That's a fish right there. That's awesome. Like big, healthy, thick. I mean, oh, that's amazing. All right, we topped it. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Oh my gosh. That is the definition of a freaking chunk. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Holy smokes. That's freaking awesome. Absolute chunk of a rainbow. And we got another fish that has not missed a meal. That's awesome. Another healthy rainbow. We might end the night on that. It's starting to get somewhat dark-ish to where some of this trail I'm not going to be able to see very well. So we got about 2.5, 3 miles back to the truck with all this fish in our bag. Um, and yeah, we'll see. It took us about an hour 15 to make it back to the truck and pack everything up. It was a solid hike with 50, 60 pounds of fish in your backpack. But this is the fun part of, so why Alaskans call this a suicide run. So you get down here, you catch your limit, it hits midnight, catch your second limit. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning right now. And the whole point of this would be, I just caught 2 limits and now I fly home. Well, not fly, but drive fast home, get there 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning, and then be ready for work. We only saw 2 people and 3 bears. Now it's time to start making our way home. We'll see how far we get. We made it home. We took a nap. We got cleaned up. Now it's time to finish up our fish. So this is kind of the process of what I do, I guess, to get fish prepped and ready to package and seal. Um, nothing too crazy. We're just gonna take our fish and we're gonna clean them up and go from there. So the only thing that's left to do is take these ribs off. Also, sorry, I'm wearing a glove. I never do this, and I usually make fun of people that do, even though it's their own personal preference, but I sliced my finger pretty solid yesterday. But right here, we just want to get up under these ribs and we just work our way down them. So just one after another, get up under those ribs. You should be able to see your blade through the ribs. So you just let that blade do the work and you can see the outline of that blade going right up under all these. And once you get down, once you get down to about that belly area, I usually just kind of get right in there and we just slice it. Belly's off. I mean, that, I don't even know what that is. Clean it up, get it how you want it, and that's all there is to it. That's about 24 fillets. We got it all finished up. So here's the loot. And like I said, pretty much each one of these is 2 meals for me, as 6'3", 200 pounds. So we have a couple, you know, if the fish were a little bit smaller, we just put the full fillet in one bag. But what we're going to do from there is we come over to our vacuum sealer. And just like that, you have 40 to 50 fresh Alaskan salmon meals. This will probably be 48 meals for me, but it really doesn't get any better. That's fresh. I know I caught it. I did everything. I know what I'm eating. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm spoiled to be able to live here and call this place home. All right, if you enjoyed what you just watched, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel as we grow, as we get better, and as we go on more adventures. I am Carson, and this is Not So Professional Outdoors. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.